The Millers of Mother's Best Flour bring you that lovesick blues boy, Hank Williams.
I got a feeling called the blues, oh Lord, since my baby said goodbye. Lord, I don't know what I'll do. All I do is sit and sigh. Oh Lord, Luigi.
The folks who make Mother's Best Flour, Mother's Best Farm Feeds, and the new Mother's Best Self-Rising Cornmeal bring you the one and only lovesick blues boy, Hank Williams, the Mother's Best Music Makers, and yours truly, Mother's Best Little Boy. That's me. This is sure as shooting. You fellas come on in the kitchen and get you a handful of biscuits over, and I'll fry you some ham. How about that?
Get it. As long as them's Mama's best biscuits, Mother's best biscuits,
Yeah,
that's all right. Just be sure that it's made out of Mother's Best Flour. You boys feeling good?
Yes, sir.
Feeling fine. Here's an awful sad story to start off with this morning. All about that boy down in the valley looking up at that big mansion up on the hill with tears in his eyes. Mansion on the hill. Tonight down here in the valley, I'm lonesome and oh how I feel as I sit here alone in my cabin. I can see a mansion on the hill. Recall when we parted, the story to me you revealed. You said you could live without love, dear, in your loveless mansion on the hill. I've waited all of these years, love, to bring you a heart true and real. 'Cause I know you're living in sorrow in your loveless mansion on the hill. The light shine bright from your window. The trees stand so silent and still. I know you're alone with your pride, dear, in your loveless mansion on the hill. Mansion on the hill. Right now, listen to Cousin Louis Buck. He's got some awful good, important biscuit news for you, huh?
Biscuit news is correct. For the flour that gives you perfect biscuits every time, just ask for Mother's Best. Yes, indeed, ladies, Mother's Best flour is the surefire way to get delicious, delightful hot biscuits every time. And, of course, that goes for rolls, for bread, for pie crust, for cake, for anything you want to bake. Why? Because Mother's Best is the highest quality flour, sifted many extra times for extra fineness, and twice oven tested for 7 important baking qualities. In addition to all this, Mother's Best is enriched with valuable vitamins and iron to help keep your family strong and healthy. So it's no wonder at all that through the years, more and more Southern homemakers say, I'll take Mother's Best flour. And ladies, inside every sack of Mother's Best flour, you get family-tested recipes by Gene Foster, Mother's Best home economist, and a valuable coupon for a complete set of lovely Roseanne silverware. So don't you wait another day. Try Mother's Best enriched flour now. See how it gives you biscuits that are tender, white, and flavor-rich. See how it gives you cake that's light and fluffy, moist, and even textured. Get it plain, or for extra convenience, try Mother's Best self-rising flour. Ask for it today, but be sure you ask for Mother's Best.
I love to have that gal around. Her biscuits are so nice and brown. Her pies and cakes beat all the rest, 'cause she bakes them all with Mother's Best.
Put my identification card in there this morning. Right now, we got that gal with us that cooks that Mother's Best biscuits out of my house. You feeling good?
Feel fine, Hank.
Feel fine, huh? You sound like you didn't mean it.
Well, I do.
You do mean it, huh? Audrey's up. She's talking about Mother's Best biscuits, I reckon. She says, I like that kind, huh?
I'm just as happy as I can be. I found somebody just meant for me, and I like that kind.
Yes, I like that kind.
Oh, I like that kind.
Yes, I like that kind.
I'm just a fool about that kind of loving all the time. I've got a feeling that I can't lose. I guess I've got them lovesick blues, but I like that kind.
Yes, I like that kind.
Oh, I like that kind.
Yes, I like that kind.
I'm just a fool about that kind of loving all the time. Now he's my king and I'm his queen, and soon them wedding bells will ring, and I like that kind.
Yes, I like that kind.
Oh, I like that kind.
Yes, I like that kind.
I'm just a fool about that kind of loving all the time.
Say,
Johnny. We bought a house on the edge of town, and I know he'll never slip around, and I like that kind.
yes, I like that kind.
Oh, I like that kind.
Yes, I like that kind.
I'm just a fool about that kind of loving all the time. That man of mine won't make me wait. He's coming tonight in his Cadillac 8, and I like that kind.
Yes, I like that kind.
Oh, I like that kind.
Yes, I like that kind.
I'm just a fool about that kind of loving all the time. He takes me where I like to go, and he hugs me in the picture show, and I like that kind.
Yes, I like that kind.
Oh, I like that kind.
Yes, I like that kind.
I'm just a fool about that kind of loving all the time.
Hey, that's
Thank you. Thank you, Audrey. That's a fine song this morning. You're an awful good voice. Friends, we'd like to say to all you nice people, thank you for your cards and letters. We get a lot of them every day here on our Mother's Best show. Makes us feel awful good to hear from you. A lot of our friends that write to us are people that are shut in. About the only enjoyment they get out of life is reading and listening to the radio. A lot of them request the old-time hymns. Audrey's got one here that I wrote not too long ago. She's just recorded this for Decca Records. Hadn't been out very long. All the boys are going to join up with her, and she's going to sing you one now called How Can You Refuse Jesus Now?
There's a story old that has oft times been told of how our Savior died. As they nailed his hands, he cried, they don't understand. the blood flowed from his side. How can you
refuse him now?
How can you
Refuse him now? How can you turn away from his side? With tears in his eyes, on the cross there he died. How can you refuse Jesus now?
As he hung there on the tree, he prayed for you and me. There was none his pain to ease. And just before he died, he vainly cried, "Oh, Father, forgive them, please." How can you
Refuse him now?
How can you
Refuse him now? How can you turn away from his side? With tears in his eyes, on the cross there he died. How can you refuse Jesus now?
That's a mighty fine song there, Miss Audrey. Yes, indeed. That's a fine song, and here's something else that's fine. It's Mother's Best. That's the cornmeal to get, ladies, if you want your baking to have that real corn flavor that everybody loves so much. You know, Mother's Best is absolutely clean cornmeal, too. That means something for cornmeal to be cleaned. It's twice cleaned, washed with air, washed with water. Also, Mother's Best is self-rising. It has the baking powder and the salt already added, skillfully blended, and exactly measured so that you have the same perfect baking results time after time. Ask your grocer today for Mother's Best self-rising cornmeal. Ladies, it's twice cleaned. It's Mother's Best. Now, Hank, our time's just about all gone.
Clock has done cotched us, ain't it?
Sure is.
Means we're gonna have to get our cheese hoops and gourds and go. We want you folks to be sure and listen to us tomorrow morning. We got a special attraction, I reckon you'd call it, wouldn't you?
Oh, yeah, we got
Special treat for you in the morning. Be sure and be listening to it. Till then, this is Hank Williams saying, thanks for listening. If the good Lord's willing and the creeks don't rise, we'll see you again in the morning at 7:15. In the meantime, Lola, put the coffee pot on, put the biscuits in the oven. I'll be there soon, if not a little bit sooner.
When it comes to getting fast gains from farm animals, no feed does a better job than Mother's Best farm-tested feeds. The reason is simple, neighbors. Mother's Best feeds are complete, balanced to do the job right. Find out for yourself. Ask your grocer or feed dealer for Mother's Best farm feeds today, and in no time at all, you'll see the difference a balanced formula can make in your livestock. Your Mother's Best feed dealer in Shelbyville, Tennessee, is the Borden Company. Now, until tomorrow morning at this same time, this is Cousin Louie Buck speaking for Hank Williams, Audrey, and all the gang, saying so long, everybody.